we're back. Front page, please make sure you've got your border, natural sciences, pollution, your name at the bottom right. Second page, we've got your pictures, then the problem that you've described and inserted. Now we want to insert a page with a different layout. We want the page to be landscape. So we don't want it for the whole document, we just want it from this point forward, and we want it landscape. Okay. And you see it changes that page to a landscape orientation. Okay. While it leaves the others. Now it's got a border, but that's okay. We will change that just now. For this page, we can use the border. If you go back to home, layout, we're going to just make sure that the pages after this are portrait again. So make sure you are under insert, go back, table. We'll do the table first. 8 rows and 6 columns. Insert that. And then on the left hand side, starting on the second row, you type the weeks, the days of the week. Up to Sunday, I need to put in an extra column here, extra row, just for our totals at the bottom. Okay. Then in the top, in your columns, we're going to name them plastic bags, plastic bottles, like if you milk bottles, cold drink bottles, water bottles, anything like that. Margarine. Oh, sorry, I'm typing and my spelling and working fast, trying to work fast. If I type fast, I miss the letters. And yogurt. Wait a minute. Yogurt. Sorry, guys. There we go. Margarine and yogurt. Fifth column actually. But the fourth one that we're naming, plastic wrappers. Things like you get on your cheese, a cucumber, plastic wrapping that's over food. Okay. So, and in the fifth column, other. So we're going to use this to see how much plastic we use. Bold the names of the days. Bold the top row for me as well. And then center them. Make them nice in the middle. You can see there where I aligned it. Center those as well. That's great. Now let's make the days of the week a little bit smaller. You can see on the line there, we just drag that. There we go. But I want all the others to now be the same. So we select them, right click on them, and select distribute columns evenly. There it distributes them evenly. Good. Now I want you to go select the days of the week again and give them a bit of a shading in the column. There we go. We do the same at the top. You can choose the same color or a different color. And at the bottom we want the totals to stand out. Let's make it a bit bigger. And then you want the totals to stand out as well. So let's select that whole row and make sure that we fill it with a nice color. Okay, there you can see it's pretty clear where my total column is. Let's make all of this just the same size. For table properties, we want to also just put these in the middle. So we select cell and center them. And you see there it puts it in the center of the cell. Just looks a lot neater. Okay. Let's do the same on this side. We want to just put a thick border out there quickly. And let's do that on the top row. If your borders doesn't do it thicker automatically, when you go to borders, just do custom borders. And select that. But make the left-hand column, the top row and the bottom row, make those lines thicker than the others. Then the same with this, let's center the text. Okay, because as you'll see now, if we're going to make the size bigger of this table, it will automatically put those words in the center of the cell. Just looks better. Okay, so there's the table that you need to insert for me. It looks a bit big, let's make it smaller. But we can make the table bigger to fit the whole page. Okay, good. We want to just distribute the rows evenly as well, so we select all of them, right click, distribute rows evenly. That just makes the spacing of the rows exactly the same. And there's the table that you needed to insert for me. It's in landscape. As you can see, our pages are portrait and then this one is landscape. You can see the layout here. Important that you have that for me. Now the next page is still landscape. We don't want that. We're going to turn this back. So we go layout. Click there at page setup on that small thing. We say apply from this point forward and we move it back to portrait. Okay, so you see it's changed it back to portrait now. It's given it a border, but we'll fix that now. You can go to design, page borders, and just remove it. Okay, there you see it's left that landscape page for us the way we want, and then our next page. Now what I want you to do here is insert a picture for me, one of your research pictures. I must just say, you guys need to please make sure you send me this stuff when you have to. I really don't want to be emailing your parents to tell them you're not submitting your work. So please do that. Okay, you need to choose a a portrait picture that you used for your project. Go to insert, select pictures. Here's one of the images I've used. Okay, let's make it a bit bigger just to see how we're working with it. Right click on it, you see at the top is a format tab. Make sure that you're on the format tab. That means you are changing the picture now and not the document. The positioning there, we want layout options and we want this one to be behind the text. Okay, that means we're going to be able to type over the picture. So when we type text, or just right click, wrap text and behind text, you can do either one of those. Okay, we want to recolor it. Now you can recolor it to many things, but because we're going to type over it, washout, that you see the sepia is a bit dark, grayscale is also a bit dark, but something like that light blue, that gray could work, but that washout works really nicely if you want to type over a picture. So I'm going to select gray for that. We're going to make it a bit bigger. Okay, and we're still under format on the format tab, and let's center this just a little bit. So we go to align, and you align center, which puts it in the center. Align middle, which puts it in the middle of the page. Okay, let's just zoom out a bit here so you can see what I'm doing. If we move the picture, you see now it's not aligned in the center or vertically. So we click on align center, puts it in the center of the page. Align middle, puts it in the middle of the page. Okay, perfect. So now you'll see when we type, we are going to put the bibliography here. Okay, so on your last page, we're going to put the bibliography. We're not there yet, but I wanted you to insert the picture and stuff like that. So you'll see the picture is going to be the background of this page. You can see there. You can read the text over the picture, because remember we selected it and said Psst, behind text. Okay. Hello grade 7s, sit down please. That's usually what I have to say to you guys, but hopefully with homeschooling now you are behaving and not giving your parents issues. Anyway guys, that's what I want you to do for tech this week. Picture inserted, table, and obviously that page needs to be in landscape, and all of these other things. Make sure some of you forgot to save it as the right format, tech, and your name, Tech7. And if you want to email it from here, you can just click on File, Share, click on Email, and it will open the email thing for you, or you save it and you go to Outlook and save. Thank you guys. God bless. Bye.